Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the saga that is Mesopotamia Say What? Well, folks, you can see I've been expanding my brand over here in this part of the world. And by that, I mean I did take over one territory that rebelled. That's about it over here. But I have been continuing, of course, to industrialize this region, building up to a level 4 here. Of course, next will be railroads. Be glad to get those in place. And then straight into airfields. I'm going straight air after this. I feel like once I have one oil field that's moving up to level 3, it looks like there, and I think this one also, yeah. So I got a couple more factory levels down here, and then of course rails. Yeah, I got to get those rails. Got to get my production higher. I usually build factories first, and obviously because I can build material quicker with higher level factories. So get those factories on the board fast, get that material on the board fast. Then go ahead and get rails, and then after rails, straight to airfields. And that's what usually determines when my air shows up on the map. Now, having said that, I've already done that at home. So at home, I've got one fighter who's patrolling over here just to show off. Sometimes you just send one to patrol just to scare people. And then I've got 2 bombers boiling. Bomber, bomber. So this bomber's almost done over here. I'm real happy about that. But what's happened here, if you'll recall, one of my competitors on the map opened a way for me to come through, and I since have completely captured this oil field. And it was a real steal. I got to tell you, man, I didn't lose much at all over here because this was already worn down. So you can see the garrison here was already at war with me, well, not with me, but with Austria-Hungary. And Austria-Hungary is the one who gave me right away, and wisely gave me right away because I was getting ready to conquer through. And I'm still not sure that that wasn't the best thing I could have done because we've got, we've got eyes on each other now. And he's got a bomber, and he's got some heavy tanks on the board. He doesn't have the production I do, obviously, because he doesn't have the 5 production from the oil field that I gained over here. But I just now got another 5 double production. So really what I need to do now is hold this and industrialize the hell out of it, and then I can plan my next step. My next step may or may not be moving to the island here. I've been hanging out with Morocco here, has been a very friendly neighbor. And we've been working side by side without any hostility between each other. I'd like to keep it that way, obviously. And in the same breath, I'd like for him to have some success. So it does look like somebody did attack into Baghdad here. So let's see who attacked in, because you can always tell when they attack back outwards here. So who has attacked Baghdad? Egypt and Italy. All right, Egypt and Italy. So Baghdad has been attacked twice, unsuccessfully, as you can see here. This garrison has been attacked. Again, you can see when they attack back out, that means there was 0 success. So whoever was at war is no longer at war with the garrison there. That's always weird to me. How to go back to peace with an AI, I don't know. I can see my friend here, 4 cannon, 51. He may be able to attack into this. Apologies, still sick there. Looks like he's capturing back this territory, which probably rebelled, it looks like. But I'm not seeing a lot from Morocco. Okay, so we're seeing a big movement here from Egypt, who we know is already at war with the with Baghdad here, moving in with more troops, but evidently got slapped back because there's nothing in the region from Egypt per se. Yeah, so I'm not really seeing much. If you look at the other oil fields, nope. Nobody took this one. That's still in the control of the Kut garrison. Nobody took this one, the Kirkuk garrison. So I'm really the only person on the map who has even taken 1, let alone 2 oil fields. So I'm very comfortably in first place here, despite the fact that there are still some serious power players. I don't know what British India is doing over here. He's still here, Emperor of Africa. Why hasn't he taken this oil field? I don't know. He's got such a huge mass. Probably because he ended up going to war. No, he's not even at war with a bunch of people, just one other country. So I don't know what he's waiting for, but dude needs to take this garrison. You know, as soon as you take it, you start to develop it. You start to get that massive influx of, you know, much needed resources. So I've had this garrison for a while now. As you've seen, I'm going up to level 4 in 3 of the 5 territories, up to level 3 factories in 2 of them, and soon to be level 4. And then, of course, railways right after that, getting that 33% bonus on the resources. And then after that, directly into air. And once I get full air, once I've got my railways in place here, this is just going to be churning out full air. And here's where I wondered if I did the wrong thing by not attacking this guy. So as of right now, we have share map, which means I can use his airfields, which means I can get there. I built an airfield inside here so I could get there. That means I can get there with bombers, but not with fighters. My fighters do not have the range. I'll just show you what I'm talking about here. Come on back to me, fighter. Sometimes it's hard to select from under there. Yeah. So you can see, oh, yep, you can see I can't get there. I can bounce around. I have to go through, I have to go across land to even get to these airfields. And I've got my own airfields. Yeah, and he's coming from here. This is where he's coming from. Yeah, so I've gone about as far as I can go with this fighter. So as long as I only have shared map, I have to wait until these guys build airfields. And so far, my ally here has not felt inclined to build airfields, and I haven't asked him because it's just, you know, too much to ask somebody, hey, would you mind building something for my war effort? And this guy has built a couple airfields because he's starting to build his own air, but he doesn't have enough for me to get across there. So if I had attacked and destroyed, by now I probably own most of this territory in the middle here, and I could be building my own airfields. On the other hand, I wouldn't be here yet. Like, I was able to just skip straight through his territory and take this almost without loss at all. So let's look at this. Ramadi is the guy with the sword. And let's just see if we can find us on the map here. So guy with the sword and me. Here we go. So let's see what the... Yeah, so I took the entire garrison with a loss of 24 infantry. Like, that's unheard of. And actually, you know, I took the first oil field with low losses too, because somebody else had already attacked in first. I've been very lucky this game, I got to say. And luck does play a lot in this particular version, in this mode. But I've had good luck. And I don't know what can stop me now, because no one else even has 1 oil field. I have 2. And now that I have 2, I promise you I'm going to keep them. So I'll just show you what I'm garrisoning with here. Both of these, I'm keeping 20 infantry, 2 cannon, and 1 tank. That's enough. That's enough to fight off anything around here. And so I'm going to keep that on every single frontier. You can't really tell with all the shuffling here, but what I have leaving to join over here is going to continue conquering all the rest of this red. I want to end this war, of course, and get rid of that -5 morale penalty. But everything that's leaving here, what's going to be left behind is 1 tank, 2 artillery, and 20 infantry. That's what's going to be left behind. So I'm just going to keep that on all 4 of these exterior territories, meanwhile moving everything else, my main force, through, capturing all the rest of this red back so that I can end this war. So it's looking good, guys. I got to say, it's looking great. This is 2023. Oh, I wanted to mention, too, I've got some reinforcements coming in. I felt like I could afford it. So I got 37 infantry, 2 tanks, and 1 artillery. I'm going ahead and moving the faster units on their own so they can get there faster. But that's just more stuff to reinforce this very, very critical oil field for me that I just took and I'm starting to develop. Keeping an eye on the development here. I have a level 1 factory. Nope, that's got to be a level 2 factory since I hate how they do that. It should say 2 here. If I'm building it and it's a level 2, I should be building a 2. And you can tell I already have a level 1 because artillery is building there. Over here, I'm building a level 1. I have a car building. Over here, I'm building a level 2. No, I'm building a level 3 because there's a tank building. So again, I don't like how that, I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense. Dude, go ahead and just put level 3 on the thing that is building since I've already got a level 2. But you can see I'm already industrializing here. Here, this was already building when I took it because I just took it. So I'm letting the fortress go ahead and finish. Doesn't hurt to have a level 2. And over here, you can see I went straight to building a factory level 1, and I went ahead and built a car while I'm waiting on that factory. Doesn't hurt to have a strong 2 hit point defensive unit in this mix. So things are going great, guys. Thanks for checking in with Mesopotamia Say What. Again, stay with this game. I'm going to win this mofo. I'm going to win it all because that's what I do. Sucker. All right. Anyway, thanks for checking in, guys. I'll see you next time.